This week's discussion, this is all about programming essentials in Python. But before we discuss the topic, let us pray the Dominican blessing. In the name of Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
May God the Father bless us.
May God the Son lead us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us and give us eyes to see with, ears to hear with, hands to do the work of God with,
Feet to walk with,
and mouth to preach the word of salvation. And may the angel of peace watch over us and lead us at last to the rich gift of kingdom. Amen.
Amen. In the name of Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. So our goal for this week is at the end of this chapter or at the end of the day, you should be able to understand Python basic syntax, discuss variable types in Python, identify what are variables, and also you'll be able to write programs, Python programs with basic operations. So that is our goal. But before that, actually, on your modular activity number 2, ano yung modular activity natin last time? You already have experience on how to create simple programs, how to run a Python IDE. Okay. So let's, sino yung mga nag-submit? So most naman nag-submit ng kanilang assignment or activity last time. So we will just work on this. Okay, so modular activity number 2, the instruction, discuss muna natin yon because it somehow discusses what are the basic syntax of Python. So if you did your activity last time, you'd be able to know on how to work on a Python program, how to run a Python program, how to identify the output of your program using IDE or interface development. Ano yung E? Basta IDE or yung software for or compiler for Python. Okay. So basically, what we're using or yung links na inas ko sa inyo, like programmings.com, onlinegdb.com, W3 Schools, these are online compiler for Python. We are using online para either laptop or cellphone ang gamit nyo, you will be able to create and run a program. Pero kung nasa laboratory tayo, we'll be using a proper Python software that needs to be installed in a computer and then you'll work there. Pero hindi naman lahat merong laptop, so online muna tayo. So you just need to copy and paste the links into your laptop's browser, Chrome preferably, and in your browser on your phone, Chrome as well preferably. So if you go to any of these links, ganito yung interface na makikita nyo. So if you go to online GDB, ito yung makikita nyo. You have the run option to run your program. This is your workspace, yung black. If you can see there, meron line 1, 2, 3, 4 until 10. These are codes or line of codes. And in line 9, you can see the print command, print hello world. Okay? So what happens if you click the run? If you click the run, you will see the output, hello world. Ayan siya. Okay? So that's the answer for number 2. You will see the output, hello world, if you click on run. That's using a laptop browser. If you're using a phone browser, you can either use Programmies or online GDB. So for Programmies, if you can see the first image, you have main.py here or main.py, meaning this is a file, a Python file. The file name is main, extension file name is .py, and that identifies that this is a Python file. So here's your line of code. We have 4 lines. And on the 4th line, we have print.hello world. And at the bottom part, bottom right, you can see the run. If you just tap on it, walang mangyayari. Akala mo mangyayari. Unless you click on the shell, if you click on the shell or tap on the shell, this will bring you to the next window, which is andun yung output. Okay? For online GDB using your image on our 3rd image here, online GDB using your phone browser, same lang siya ng interface ng laptop. So, if you click on run, i-convert niya yung line of codes na to into this output. Okay? So, that's the interface. So, I provided you 3 options. If hindi nag-work si Programmis, you can switch to online GDB. If online GDB is not working for you, switch to Programmis or W3 schools. Just what works for you, kahit anong gamitin nyo dyan among the 3, okay? And then there are others as well. Basically, dyan muna tayo. Okay? So, the instructions for your last time's activity, sabi niya, remove all whatever is written under main.py. And type print, hi, my name is Anna. What happens after you click on run? Where is my browser? So, here's my browser. I'm using online GDB. Sabi niya, at default, ito yung makikita niya. Okay. So, that's the default. Pag click mo ng run, you'll see the output here. Okay. So, second instruction, sabi niya, remove all line of codes and then type in print hello. My name is Anna. And then what happens if you click on run? It will output the string or the sentence, hello, my name is Anna. Correct? Next instruction. So that is the output. Next instruction, type print hello Anna. What happens after you click on run? So wala siyang sinabing tanggalin or what. So we'll just type in print hello Anna. Click on run. Okay, now you have 2 lines of code. Print hello, my name is Anna. And then the second line, print hello Anna. And you have 2 lines of output. Hello, my name is Anna. Hello, Anna. Okay? Next instruction. Okay. What is the output if you type in, you are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it's clear to you, no doubt that the universe is unfolding as it should. So, ano daw ang output if we have that? Dahil, natamad mag-type si Ma'am Ray, copy-paste tayo. Where is it? Okay, so that's a long line of code. You can see, mahaba siya ng until here. Ayan. Okay? So what will be the output? So in your line of code, tatlo siya. The third line is isang mahabang diretso. But in your output, interpreter, pagkakasyahin niya yung output dun sa allowed screen niya. So, puputulin niya hanggang saan siya allowed. So, if you can see here, naputol siya dun sa, whether or not it's clear to you, know that universe. So, nagkaroon ka ng 4 lines of output here. Because interpreter will output or display the output in the designated area lang. Okay? Hindi siya continuous. Walang scroll. Okay. Next instruction. What is the output if you type in same verse or same phrase, pero hati-hati siya? In programming, like this one, pag masyadong mahaba yung line natin, what we do is, we partition the line para mas readable siya. Hindi ko na kailangan mag-scroll papunta doon para lang mababasa ko yung buong line of code. So we can partition that or divide that into multiple lines. But if we do this and you click on run, it will show an error. So again, in your diagnostics, this is a list of your errors. Sabi niya, file main.py, this is main.py. Line 3, this is the start of your error. End of line while scanning string literal. The end of EOL stands for end of line. This is a string literal. End of line niya, hinahanap niya yung partner na quotation. Okay? So if you run this one, pinaghati-hati mo, just for the sake of readability, error siya. But dun sa ating instruction, it's providing us, the next instruction, it's providing us a solution para maging maayos yung program. So what if you put backslash at the end of each line except for the last line? What will be the output? So lagay daw tayo ng backslash and then run. Okay. So yung kaninang one line na mahaba, this is equivalent sa ganito. Okay? Because backslash serves as or this tells the interpreter na continuous yung ating line. This line 3 is a continuation, will be continued in line 4. And then may backslash na naman, continued on line 5. Backslash again, continued on line 6. Backslash again, continued on line 7. So this is treated as one command or one line of command. Okay? Yun yung purpose ng backslash. Next. What is the output if you put backslash n instead of backslash only? At the end of each line except the last line. It should look like this. So backslash n daw. This will result to error. What I'm trying to do here, again, ang hinahanap niya is line 3, end of line while scanning string literal. So what I'm trying to do here is, ano ba yung ginagawa ng backslash n? Para saan ba yung backslash n? Backslash n is for new line. It is instructing that the next printing will be on the next line. Okay? So 7 will result to error. Number 8 says you add backslash after backslash n. So dahil this is not treated as one line, we need the continuation character again, which is backslash, with the backslash n. So if we run this one, okay, If you can see, hindi na dire-diretso katulad kanina na output. Nung nag-backslash siya, backslash n, nag-next line na siya. So, first line, print, hello, my name is Anna. This is the output. Second line, print, hello, Anna. This is the output. Third line, print, you are a child of universe, backslash n. You are a child of universe, backslash n, meaning the next line will be dito na, sapagkat sa next line na siya. No less than the trees and the stars, backslash n, next line na siya. You have the right to be here, backslash n, next line. Whether it's clear, whether it's not, and whether or not it is clear to you, backslash n, next line. No doubt that the universe is unfolding as it should. Okay? Yan po yung purpose ng backslash n. So you have two escape characters. Backslash is continuation. We are using backslash to divide or partition a long line of code and to indicate continuation of statement or command. We are using backslash n to state that the next printing will be on the next line. Okay, I hope you are writing that down. Next. What is the output if you type in the programmer signature like this? Programmer Juan de la Cruz. Okay. So, as I was saying, no mga discussions una, we are creating or we are signature or putting signature on our program like this. Pero hindi siya kasama sa output. This is the only required output. Ito lang yung gusto kong makita. Pero we are putting signature para malaman natin, this is created, this program is created by Rachel Ann on okay. So, ganyan. So, that is the programmer's signature. I am expecting na yung mga programs nyo, future programs that you will be submitting, there's always a programmer signature and the date. So, I would know kung sino yung nag-create ng program and then followed by your actual codes. So, sabi no, instruction 9, type in programmer Juan de la Cruz. So, kung yun yung nilagay natin, this will be an error. Why? If you can see the diagnostics, sabi niya, file main.py line 8. Go to line 8. There's an error, invalid syntax. These are not read as syntax, this is a syntax error. Why? Programmer Rachel Andy copies any of these words doesn't represent a command for the Python interpreter. So, anong gagawin niya dito? Anong expected niyan output? Are you asking me to print out this string? O anong gusto mo? Okay. Our intention here for the programmer signature is to write our name on our program. Pero, hindi natin siya piprint. Example, if you're expecting this to be printed out, yung programmer signature mo will mess up your output. I don't want your name to be in the output. I'm not expecting your name to be in the output. Pero I'm expecting your name in the line of code. So, what should we put here para maging valid line siya at di siya mag-cause ng syntax error? Anyone?
Number sign, ma'am.
Number sign or hashtag. Okay? So, if you could notice, kanina white siya. Nung naglagay tayo ng number sign in the beginning or the hashtag in the beginning of the line, nag-change siya ng color. So yung color coding na yan, that represents kung anong type siya. So if you can notice, the green are all within the string, and print, which are the commands, meron orange siya, brown tong comments. Okay? At yung color coding ng IDE or nung software compiler, that depends on kung anong ginagamit nyo. This could be different sa ibang compiler. Like for programmist, color coding niya iba sa color coding ng online GTB. Pero yun ang purpose ng color coding, to identify kung anong type of command siya, anong type ng line or ng code siya. Okay? So now we have added the hashtag. Ang purpose nito is, kung kanina nag-print siya, tinanggalan natin yung print, we treat now this line as a comment. Your output will be, it's not included. Because comments are part of the program but not interpreted by the interpreter, or they're not displayed by the interpreter. These comments are being ignored by the interpreter. Okay? Next. God, our dog. Okay, so instruction 10, you add hashtag. So mag-run siya, no syntax error. Next, what is the output after line 8 if you type in, okay, triple quote, poem by Max Ehrmann, titled Desiderata, triple quote. Sabi niya, so Max Ehrmann, poem by Max Ehrmann, titled Desiderata. So I just want these details, pero I don't need to be in the output or to be displayed. So notice, error to. Iba na naman yung kulay niya. That's a possible error. Kasi hindi niya na-recognize yung words na to. Are these commands or what? Ayoko naman silang i-display. So for multi-line code, we could use hashtag. Ayan. Hashtag mo lang sila lahat. Ignore sila ni interpreter. Or you can use triple quote.
Apostrophe.
Yes. Pero we call it quote. Okay? Single quote. We have single quote, we have double quote, or apostrophe is single quote. So, lagay mo lang siya kung yung beginning ng triple quote, kung saan mo siya gustong umpisahan, i-comment, and then dun sa last. So, this will be treated as comment. So, ignore din yan ni Python. Okay? So, hindi siya nag-print. Now, programming tip. One of my practices as a programmer, if I'm coding a long line of code, tapos meron akong code na hindi ako sigurado, some programmers, what they do is they delete the code. Example, this is a block of code na I'm not sure na kailangan. Instead of deleting the code, what I do is I enclose it in a comment, or I convert that code into a comment para if in case na kailangan ko siya ulit mamaya, I still have the code, hindi siya na-delete. Kasi ignore naman siya ng compiler. So what will be the output of this one? Anyone?
Wala po siya, ma'am.
Wala pong lilitaw,
Lang
ma'am.
po.
Okay, let's see if meron o wala. Okay, so walang output. Okay? Pag nakita nyo na to, ibig sabihin, nag-finish na siya mag-compile. Wala talaga siyang output. Kung ilipat natin yung, yung starting. So, ganyan yung tsura ng code ko. The output is yung first
Hello,
line.
my name is Ana.
Okay, correct. Yung first line lang because etong the rest is nasa loob siya ng comment using triple single quote, triple apostrophe, whatever you call it. Basta comment siya. So, ini-ignore niya yung buong line. So, example, this is a code of line na medyo hindi ako sigurado. So, i-comment ko na lang siya. Tapos mamaya, if na-realize ko, oh, I need that code, hindi dapat siya wala doon, madali ko lang siyang ibalik. Hindi ko na siya kailangan isipin kasi naka-comment lang siya. Do you get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Next. So, if you put this line of code, the output is still the same, pero your line of code, we have 12 line of codes, pero yung output, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 line of output lang. What is the output if you type end right after the closing triple quote? Should look like this. O nag-type pa daw tayo after no end. Okay. Run. That is error. O kasi hindi niya na-recognize kung ano ba yung end. Is that the command? O let's say print. Ayan. That's a command. Magra-run kaya yan? Is that valid?
Opo.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's check.
Yes, ma'am.
Valid siya. However, dahil nilagay natin yung print after ng yes, print after ng closing single quote, nalilito si compiler, ano ba to? Kasama ba siya sa comment or what? So what we do here is, in-next line muna siya. Okay? And what if dito siya? Ganyan yung itsura ng single quote natin. Oh, still valid. Okay? Ang nilang pwede magkaroon ng extra characters is yung after ng closing triple quote. Okay? Hindi pwede magkaroon ng extra characters. Clear? Next. So this is error 13. Remove the last word and find the word child in line 3. Add double quote before and after the word child. It should look like this. Okay? Sometimes kasi gusto kong i-emphasize yung word na child. I'm sorry about our dog. So, I will enclose it in double quote. So, what we try to do is ganito. Yan yung expected ko na magiging output. Pero mag-work kaya siya? The output here is error. But according to the next instruction, so error siya, you type in backslash double quote. Okay? Will this work? So backslash double quote imbis na double quote lang. Run. Okay. So if you can notice, pinrint na niya yung double quote. Bakit siya nag-error kung wala yung backslash? I will explain. Nag-error kung wala yung backslash kasi yung double quote, opening double quote natin, ang hinahanap niyang partner or nalilito siya kung sino yung partner niya. Ito ba yung ending partner niya? Ito ba? Or this one? So nalilito siya kung saan niya ipuputulin yung or ano yung scope nung nasa loob ng double quote. So we use backslash again para ma-identify niya, ay, we have to print this. And then, ang partner pala neto ay ito. Kasi wala siyang backslash. So if you run this will work. Okay? Also, in Python, hindi lang double quote yung ginagamit natin for string. As long as it's within double quote or single quote, this will run. Either single quote or double quote. Run. Okay? Notice, single quote, single quote. In Python. Pero in other programming languages, pag sinabi nating string, laging within double quote yan. So might as well practice double quote. Okay? In Java, it's always double quote. Now, dahil sa Python, ginagamit niya single quote and double quote, you can alternate the use of that. I can enclose this into single quote, yung buong line, and then hindi na ako gagamit ng backslash sa double quote ko. Hindi na malilito si compiler dito. Yung opening string ko, single quote, hanapin niya yung partner niya, ito yung partner niya, ending single quote. And then, opening, double quote, hanapin niya yung partner niya, ito yung partner niya. So if you run this, will this work? Yes, it is. Mag-work siya. Kasi hindi naman nagkalituhan sa partner-partner ng double quote. Okay? Did you follow that? Okay. So, tatlo na yung escape character na alam nyo, or yung backslash. You have the backslash as continuation, backslash n, and backslash double quote. Okay. So, that's the output. Number 15, 16, 17. 15, what is the output if P is in capitalized? What is the output if one of the double quote is removed? What is the output if one of the parentheses is removed or missing? That is error. But let's check for your eyes. So print, capitalize ko yung print. Notice the change of color. There's a pending error dyan. So if nag-run tayo, error yan. If you will see or read the diagnostics, main.py line y. Name print is not defined, meaning hindi niya na-recognize yung keyword na print or command na print. So if you capitalize P or any other other letter, this will be error. Pag matigas ang ulo. Case sensitive tayo, okay? Kung ano siya, ganun siya. Huwag mong paguhin. What if one of the double quotes or nakalimutan mo yung partner niya? Walang jowa yung isang mong quotation. That is error. Main.py line 2 missing. End of line while scanning string literal. Hinahanap niya yung partner na double quote. Alright? May partner in double quote. Parenthesis naman yung nakalimutan mo. Okay, that's still an error. So if you can notice, sabi niya, line 3. Tinuturo ka niya sa line 3. Pero, ang kulang is line 2. Why? Okay kasi itong line 2, kaso nalilito siya, saan ba niya, ang alam niyang partner ng parenthesis na to ay ito. Kaso nalito siya, bakit meron pang opening dito? Okay? So if ganon, refer nyo lang dun sa line before line 3, and then dun kayo maglagay ng closing parenthesis. So that will work. Okay? 15. So if case sensitive, 16, kailangan may partner lagi yung double quotes ninyo at saka yung parenthesis ninyo to avoid syntax error. Next. 18. What is the final output of your program? If it is syntax error free, so ganun dapat yung output natin, which is This one. Okay? Do you have a question regarding your modular activity, violent reactions, confusion? Yes? Question po? Wala? Okay. So yan. So Python is, that's how you create a program in online compilers of Python. And then yung mga discussion natin, those are the basic programs or syntax of Python. So basically, Python is a high-level programming language. It is a general-purpose, interpreted, interactive, object-oriented, high-level programming language. If you remember the languages that we have discussed in the past week, we have natural language, high-level programming language, low-level programming language, and the machine language. So among those four, Python is categorized as the high-level programming language. This is created by Guido van Rossum during 1985 and 1990. So ano lang yan, bago-bago lang. It's 2 decades ago, 4 decades ago. So, kumbaga sa mga programming languages, medyo kasama siya sa mga bago or mga bunso. Like Perl, Python source code is also available under the GNU GPL or General Public License. GPL is a free copyleft license used primarily for software. GNU GPL allows users to change, share all versions of a program. Meaning, the Python source code or yung pinaka-code ng Python program or Python programming language, yung source code niya is available siya sa GNU GPL. This is available for everyone. Anyone in the internet can use the Python or check the source code. You can change and then create your own version of a program. You can study the source code, you can make changes on it, and then release another version of Python program. So, example, si Glimmer, pinakailaman niya or curious siya sa Python, so pumunta siya sa GNU GPL, hinanap niya yung Python source code, then he added or changed in the source code, nilagay niya ng other functions, or may binago siya. And then, nirelease niya yon as Python version Glimmer. Okay? So, that's how GNU GPL works. Meaning, everything that is uploaded in the general public library is available for other users to study and change. In computer science, the syntax of a computer language is the set of rules that defines the combinations of symbols that are considered to be correctly structured statements or expressions in that language. We have defined before that syntax, this is your set of rules or set of commands to create a program in a specific programming language. So, yung set of rules or syntax ni Python, sa kanya lang yon. Iba yung syntax ni Python, iba yung syntax ni Java, iba yung syntax ni C. Kahit pare-pareho sila ng nagiging output or function ng program, yung program itself, yung structure niya, statements niya, yung commands, expression, nagkakaroon ng pagkakaiba-iba kasi meron silang kanya-kanyang set of rules or syntax. So if, example for, ito, pinaglalaroan kanina ng naunang ano. Okay, so set of rules of, hello, Sa Python, ganito lang yung hello Anna. Ay 2 words lang siya. Kay Java, ang print niya, system.out.print. Kay Java, ganon. Kay Python, ganito lang siya. Ganon kasimple. Pero pareho lang lang yung output niya. So, syntax for printing kay Java, system.out.print or print line. Para hindi kayo malito. Yan. Okay. Tapos, kay Python, ganyan lang siya. Print Ana. System.out print Ana, print Ana. This is Java. This is Python. Hindi mo pwedeng paghalo-haluin yung syntax. Kasi syntax, these are already instructions, structures defined do sa program na yon. Yun na yung rules niya. Hindi mo pwedeng baguhin. So, hindi mo pwedeng gamitin itong system.out kay Python. Hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yung print lang kay Java. This will result as an error kasi lumabag ka sa rules niya. Gets? Another important point in basic syntax or programming is the naming convention or nomenclature. So naming convention is a rule to follow as you decide what to name your identifiers. Let's say your identifier, these are your objects being created. Okay. So in a program, gumagamit tayo ng commands from the set of rules or the syntax. And then meron tayong ina-add na words na objects. And these objects could be a variable, this could be a constant, this could be a class, this could be a package, this could be a method. And yung object na yon, meron siyang name. And naming yung objects, we call those identifiers. So, ang sinasabi ng naming convention, you should be careful in naming your identifiers or your objects. In naming your objects, kailangan malinaw siya for what's its purpose. Okay? Example. I have here a line of code. So, X is equals to year to day minus birth year. Anong ginagawa ng line of code ko? Anyone? What are we trying to do there? Do sa one line na code na yan? If we have the year to day, what is the year to day?
2020 po, ma'am.
Ano ba? 2020 is the year to day. Minus birth year. What is your birth year?
2001.
Oh, if we process that equation, what will you get?
Yung current age po.
Yung age. Now, it took us a long time. Kailangan ko pang basahin yung buong equation before I've realized na X is age. But if we name properly yung object natin, instead of using X, simple X, we name it properly, that object is named as age. Nasa first line pa lang ako, first word pa lang, alam ko na Oh, we're trying to get the age. We're trying to compute for the age, and this is the equation for age. All right? So that is the importance of naming convention. It is not a rule, meaning it is not a forced rule to follow. Meaning, hindi ka magkakaroon ng syntax error if hindi mo naman sinunod yung naming convention. If you stick to X, Y, I, J, that is okay. Hindi magkaka-error. But as a programmer community or being part of a programmers community, we follow or we adhere to this convention or to these rules kasi this will produce a readable program. By using standard naming conventions, you make your code easier to read for yourself and for other programmers. Readability of a program is very important. It indicates that less time is spent to figure out what the code does. So yun yung example natin kanina. Hindi mo na kailangan basahin yung buong line just to figure out, okay, this is equation or the formula for getting the age. If we'll be using the name or the correct naming convention. Readability is very important for programmers because good or a readable program produces a good quality of program. Good quality meaning you have a good code. Having a good code meaning you are a good programmer. But the question is how? How will you do that? How will you make your program readable? So you follow first naming convention and then stick to the basic syntax. First topic in basic syntax, Python identifiers. So sabi natin, we name our objects, variable, function, class, module. And then, yung name na ginamit natin, we call that as identifier. So age is an identifier, X is an identifier. That's the name of the object. There are set of rules to be followed in naming our objects or identifiers. First rule, name must not contain any white space. So we have example here, hourly rate and hourly rate. So this one or the first line is wrong. Why? Kasi meron tayong space, which is, sabi niya, must not contain white space. This one is correct because instead of white space, naglagay siya ng underscore to cover up yung spaces. Okay? Next. An identifier starts with letter A to Z, capital, or A to Z, followed by either capital or small or capital siya, followed by 0 or more letters, underscores, digits. So age, hourly rate with underscore, student name, score 1, score 2, score 3. Okay? So, yung mga first letter or first character letters, either small or big, and then followed by more letters or digits or underscore. Yun lang yung allowed. Python does not allow punctuation, exclamation, question mark, okay, punctuation marks, period, these are not allowed. And also special characters like @sign, $sign, parenthesis. Again, this is not allowed, does not allow. Next, Python is a case-sensitive programming language. We have check on that, okay? So case-sensitive yan. So ibig sabihin, yung manpower with capital M and manpower with small m, these are two different identifiers or two different objects. So kung ang tatawagin mo is yung may capital M, you use capital M. If small m, ito yung tatawagin niyang object. Okay? Let's check for your okay. Alright, so I have here two objects, age and holding the word age. Para hindi kayo malito. And another object with capital A, age, holding value of 18. Pag pinrint natin yan, okay, yung capital A, print niya yung 18, which is correct. Nung pinol ko yung small age, print niya yung word na edad. Okay? Following? So magkaiba, case sensitive siya, okay? Next. So we have examples here. Sabi niya, don't. Ibig sabihin, mali yung mga yan. So student name. What is wrong with that identifier?
May space po.
Space. Okay. So to remove the space, replace it with underscore. Final grade.
May space ulit, ma'am.
Space din. Age.
Punctuation.
Okay, special character. Tanggalin ko lang yan. The next one.
Special character po, ma'am.
Okay, special character as well. And the last one. May mali ba dito? Following the naming conventions. Okay. Sabi natin sa naming convention, you start with the letter and then yung mga numbers and other characters nasa hulihan. So, imbes na mag-start siya sa 1, ilagay niyo yung 1 dun sa huli. So, we use numbering kapag multiple, like score 1, score 2, score 3. Student 1, student 2, student 3. Okay? And then, if you can notice here, hourly rate, imbes na underscore yung ginamit niya, kinapital R na lang niya yung second word. Sometimes in identifiers, we use multiple words so we can name our objects more meaningfully. Okay? Imbes na grade lang, to make it specific, final grade. Imbes na student name, imbes na name lang, ano ba, teacher name, employee name, student name. To make it specific, we use student name. So that's multiple words in one identifier or one name. However, since multiple words siya, in proper English, it should be separated by space. Kaso bawal ang space. In programming, we could use snake case or camel case, depende sa gusto mo or sa style mo. Pag sinabi natin snake case, we replace the spaces with underscore. Ibig sabihin ng snake case, dire-diretso yan. Okay? And then, camel case, tulad ng hourly rate, imbes na space, tinanggal niya yung space and then kinapital niya yung first letter ng second word. So if you can notice student, then capital N for name. Final, capital G for grade. So that is camel case. So parang If you will follow, nagkakaroon siya ng umbok sa gitna. Kaya siya tinawag na camel case. So again, this is a convention. This is just rules. Ibig sabihin, kung kahit anong gamitin mo, kung gusto mo yung camel case, that's fine. Gusto mong gamitin yung snake case, that's fine. It will not affect your syntax. Pero in community or programmers community, snake case is used in Java and snake case is used in Python programming and camel case is often used in Java programming. Ma'am, gusto ko yung camel case eh. Mas trip ko yun. Mas sanay ako doon. It's okay. Gusto mong gamitin yung camel case in Python program, that's fine. Or kahit ano pang program yan. C, Java, Python, C++. Gamitin mo yung camel case, that's fine. As long as consistent ka all throughout your program. If camel case ka in one of your variables, in one of your objects, lahat na ng objects mo, camel case. If you prefer snake case, iyan yung style mo, snake case. Kahit ano pang programming language yan, Java, Python, C, C++, snake case. You can use snake case, it will not affect your syntax, it will not produce syntax error. But the point is, kailangan consistent ka. Use snake case in one object, one variable. Use snake case in the rest of your objects or the rest of your variables. Okay? And then if you could notice, in variable naming, puro small letter siya. Except dun sa camel case. Next, reserved words. There are reserved words that you cannot use them as constant or variable or any identifier name. Ibig sabihin ng reserved words, ano sila? Hindi mo sila pwedeng gamitin. Parang sa restaurant, naka-reserve yung table. Hindi ka pwedeng umupo doon. So, merong mga words sa Python that are treated as reserved words, meaning you cannot use them as name for identifiers. And all the Python keywords contain lowercase letters only. Example, since print here is one of the reserved words, example, gamitin ko kaya siya as a variable name or as an object. Ano magiging output nito? This will cause error. Because print is a command, this is a reserved word, hindi mo siya pwedeng gamitin. Okay? As a variable name. Get my point? Also, in Java, we do not use curly braces. In Python. In Python, we are not using curly braces. So Python provides no braces to indicate blocks of code for class or function definition or flow control. Block of codes are denoted by line indentation, which is rigidly enforced, strictly enforced. Thus, in Python, all the continuous line indented with the same number of spaces would form a block. This is an example of a Java program. Kulang pa nga ito eh, public class. Public class. Public class. First program. First program. And I think, dito yan. Who remembers your Java? Yan. Yung for Java util, public class first program, public static void main string args. So if you can notice, Java program, meron siyang open curly brace. And then, meron siyang, of course, partner na closing curly brace. This indicates that this one, this is within the block first program or the class first program. This one, Hanggang dito yan. Ayan, yan yung sakop niya. Ayan. And then, itong curly brace, ito yung sakop niya. Okay? So, gumagamit ng curly brace kay Java to show the limit or the scope of a block of code. Pag sinabing block of code, this is a collection or set of lines of code. And then, para mas readable siya, we also apply tab. So, mas maliwanag na. Okay. So, this is yan. So, mas maliwanag kapag nakatab siya. This is within the class. This is within the main function. Okay? Pero kay Python, wala na siyang curly brace. Basta indentation lang, wala na to. Dahil naka-indent siya, nakatab siya, ibig sabihin, ito ay under neto. Nakatab tong dalawa, ibig sabihin, ito ay under neto. And it is important, in Python, all the continuous lines indented with the same number of spaces would form a block. So, kung isang block yon, this one is one block, dapat pareho siya ng number of spaces. Following? Okay. Next, multi-line statements. Statements in Python typically end with a new line. Python does, however, allow the use of line continuation character to denote that the line should continue. So, you have noticed kanina yung backslash, that is line continuation character. If you want to divide or partition a long line of code, hahatiin mo siya using line continuation character or backslash to denote na continuous yung line natin. Statement contained within square bracket, curly brace, and parentheses do not need to use line continuation characters. So, hindi daw kailangan ng backslash kapag within square bracket, curly brace, or parentheses siya. Like the example here, x is equals to AB3. So, set x so example, print and then meron tayong object. Ang pangalan niya is set x. This is just a collection. Pag sinabi nating set, it's composed of two or more objects. For our example, we have A, we have B, and we have 3. Okay? And then print set x. Okay. If you run that, this is the output. Sabi niya, for objects that is enclosed with parentheses, curly brace, or square bracket, hindi mo na kailangan ng continuation. Okay, hindi siya nag-error. Pero pag ito yung hinati natin, kahit lagyan mo pa yan ng tab, that will produce a error. Ano yung hinahanap niya? Naghahanap siya ng backslash or line continuation character. Ay ma'am, bakit ganun? Naka-enclose naman siya sa parentheses. Nagkaroon ng difference itong line na to dito sa line na to kasi ito is enclosed, kahit may parentheses siya, naka-enclose naman siya sa double quote. So, kailangan niya ng line continuation character or backslash. If we run that, okay na siya. Okay, binasa rin niya yung space. If you want to remove the space, edi tanggalin mo yung space. Okay. O what if square bracket siya, tulad nung sinasabi sa example. Okay, square bracket. What if curly brace? So notice, wala siyang kailangan na backslash dito sa division niya. Ganun. It is a set. Okay? So yun yung multi-line statements. Okay? Kapag ka-enclose siya sa double quote, single quote, or sa string, you need to use line quotation. Or kahit hindi siya enclose sa string, as long as hindi siya gumagamit, hindi siya set, and denoted by curly brace, square brace, or parentheses, you need to use line continuation character. Quotation in Python. Python accepts single quote, double quote, triple quote to denote string letters as long as the same type of quote starts and ends the string. So tulad ng ginawa natin kanina dun sa hello Anna, hello world, okay? Either gamitin nyo single quote or double quote. As long as kung yung opening mo is single, syempre yung closing mo is single. If your opening is double quote, your closing is double quote. Pero what I'm trying to, I would like you to practice is double quote lagi. Para hindi kayo magkaroon ng problema if you're shifting program language. Kasi sa Java, we use double quote lagi. Mag-error to kapag ginamit mo ay single quote. Okay? Also in C, we use double quote for string. So might as well double quote na lang for everything. Okay? Para hindi kayo magkaroon ng problema. And then, okay, triple quotes are used to span the string across multiple lines. Mamaya na yun. Comments in Python, we use hash sign that is not inside the string literal begins with a comment. So all characters after hashtag or number sign and up to the end of the line or that specific line are part of the comment. And Python interpreter ignores the comments. Okay? Ginamit natin yan kanina. Taking input from user, medyo malito. So, from taking input of user, pag sinabi natin taking input from user, we are asking a value from the user. Example, age, input, please enter your age. Okay. So, ang gagawin niya, this line of code, piprint niya yung please enter your age. O, nag-output siya. And then, gumamit tayo ng keyword input. Ibig sabihin ng keyword input, you are asking the user to type in a value. Kaya nakikita niyo yung blinking cursor dyan. Okay? So, nag-a-ask siya ng input or data from user. So, I will type in age. Yun lang yung line of code mo, so wala na mangyayari. Unless, gagamitin mo yung object age for another thing. So, bawa, you type in so, dun sa line 2, ginamit ko yung object age, pinrint ko yung you type in, and then, i-display niya yung value ng age. So, ang value ng age is 18 nung naglagay tayo ng value, and then, i-display niya yon. So, yan yung output. So, that is how you get input from user. You use the keyword or the command input. Next, multi-line statements on a single line. The semicolon allows multiple statements on the single line given that neither statement starts a new code block. Ano bang ibig sabihin nun? Example, I have multiple line here. Okay, so I have 4 line of codes. So, ang makikita kong line of output ay 4 din. Hello world, hello Anna. So, 4 statements siya. Pero sabi niya, I can use semicolon to allow multiple statements in single line. Eh, gusto kong i-single line yung mga yan. Malakas na yung trip natin today. Is that valid? This will cause an error. Unless we will be using semicolon to separate the statements. Will this work? Yes, it is. It will work. This is multiple statements. We have 4 statements in one line. Or what if variable, dami x. So, dami variable x. This will run. Gawin nating single line. Malakas talagang trip mo eh. Mag-work pa rin siya. Okay? So, multiple statements, multiple line of codes in one line, separated by semicolon, this will work. As long as hindi daw block of code yung kasunod. Ibig sabihin ng block code, one set. Halimbawa, for this one, isang block yan, mahaba pa yan, meron pa siyang kadugtong. Mag-e-error na to kasi kailangan pag block, nandito na siya sa next line. Tapos kasunod na niya yung rest of the codes. One block to kunwari. Okay? Hindi mo siya pwedeng isama sa single line with semicolon. Next. Okay. Operations. So, in operations, if you remember the flow chart, meron tayong rectangle for process. And one of the process we do, or the processes we do in programming are mathematical operations, arithmetic operations, you have string operations, assignment operation, storage operations, and basically, for operations, we follow the structure operand, operator, operand. Meaning, we always have 2 operands to manipulate or to work on. And we use a certain or specific operator. So, example, 12 plus 34. 12 is an operand, 34 as another operand, and plus is your operator or your operation, which is addition. X plus 56, this is another structure, operand, operator, operand. X is operand, plus is operator, 56 is your operand. X plus Y, similar with your algebra equations, X is an operand, operator is plus, Y is another operand, whatever the value of X and Y. So, ganyan yung structure natin for operations. Now, in operations or in programming, we usually use variables and constants. So, variables are one of the objects that we are creating in programming. Variables are reserved memory locations. So, yun lang yung function niya. This is nothing but reserved memory location. Okay? And ano ang gagawin ng variable? They store values. If you remember your math, you have variables and constants. Constant, they have constant or fixed value. variables, you can change the value of variables anytime throughout the program because memory location lang siya. You can store, you can override, you can change the value within that variable. This means that when you create a variable, you reserve some memory space in the memory. And based on the data type of a variable, in the interpreter, allocates memory and decides what can be stored in the reserved memory. Therefore, by assigning different data types to variables, you can store integers, decimals, characters in these variables. So example, I'll be creating objects like for name, for age, for name, for grade. Okay. So in this code, I created 3 objects. Ang object name ko are identifiers, age, name, and grade. Age ang value niya. So nung nag-create ako ng age, there's a memory allocated for this variable at nung nag-assign ako ng value, yung 18 napunta dun sa memory or dun sa reserve memory. Okay? Nung nag-create ako ng name, another memory is reserved or created and then nilagay ko yung or I have assigned the value of string Ana. And grade, another memory allocated and we stored the value 1.0. So iba-iba tong type. If you could notice, this is string. The name is a string or words, collection of characters. Age and grade are both numbers. The difference, this is a whole number for age. Grade is a decimal. Okay? So, just to prove you, okay. Pag niran natin to, walang mangyayari. Okay? Walang output. Why? Kasi nag-reserve lang naman tayo, nag-create lang tayo ng memory. Pero if you'll be using yung objects na yon or your variables, and then display natin. Okay, so kung ano yung value niya sa memory, yun din yung ilalabas niya. Ana, age, ang value is 18, grade value is 1.0. Okay? Example, pinalitan ko yung value. Bumagsak pala si Ana. So kung anong value na inassign natin or nakasave sa memory, yun din yung value na i-output niya. Okay? Ganyan lang yung pag-create ng variable sa Python. Okay. So Python variables do not need explicit declaration to reserve memory space. The declaration happens automatically when you assign the value to a variable. The equal sign is used to assign values to a variable. Ano ba yung sinasabi nitong explicit declaration? If you compare creating variables with Java, yung ginawa natin kanina, since name is Ana, and then in age is 18, grade is 1.0. Ganyan yung kay Python. However, kay Java, you have to state kung ano yung anong klaseng data yan. Name is a string, so data type string. Age is a number, it is a whole number, therefore it is integer. Grade is a decimal, therefore this is a float. So ang declaration, initialization with Java, structure niya or ang syntax niya is data type, variable name, value. Data type, variable name, value. Data type, variable name, value. Ganyan yung declaration initialization with Java. Kung wala yung data type, that will cause an error. However, kay Python, kahit walang data type, that will work. Kasi once na nag-assign tayo ng value, nire-read na ni Python yon. Oh, nag-assign ako ng 18, therefore, age is a number. Nag-assign ako ng 5.0 or 3.0 para kay grade. This is a number. Kaso napansin ko may point, may decimal. Therefore, grade is a decimal. It is a float. For this one, nag-assign ako ng letters A and A pero naka-enclose siya sa parenthesis. Double quote. Therefore, this is a string. So, name therefore is ang type niya is string. So, if you want to know what type it is, type gamitin mo lang yung keyword na type. Anong data type niya? Okay, let's check. Okay. So, yung name daw is a string, str. Age data type is integer or a number. Grade data type is float or a decimal. Alright? Yun yung purpose ng keyword or command type. Okay. So, there are different data types. Text type, this is string. Numerics or numbers, we have integer, long int, float, complex. Iba-iba yan. Long int and complex, ito yung mga imaginary numbers, long numbers, like minsan you have an answer na infinite, like 38.666666666666669. Diba? What we do is we just get the first two decimal places and then round off. Pero sa actual, endless yon. That is a long number or complex number. We use long integers and complex number for if you're dealing with mathematical equations, mathematical formulas, or scientific equations. Pero kung simple programs lang, like what we're doing, we just use or focus on integer, int, as whole numbers, and float for decimals. Okay? Yun lang yung focus natin for now. Dahil hindi naman complex yung mga equations natin. Next, sequence type or sets, we have lists and tuples, and mapping, dictionary. So, magkakamag-anak yan. List, tuple, and dictionary. If you are familiar with array, with Java, array, and other languages, ito yung equivalent niya sa Python. List, tuple, dictionary, ito yung array. Okay? Meaning these are a set, a collection of objects. It could be all numbers, it could be all strings, it could be combination of numbers and strings. Like yung ginawa natin kanina, set X, it is composed of three objects. We have A, we have B, and we have number 3. That is a set, a collection of two or more objects or variables. Alright? So these are the data types. Data type conversion. So sometimes you may need to perform conversions between the built-in types. To convert between the types, you simply use the type name as a function. There are several built-in functions to perform conversions from one data type to another. These functions return a new object represented the converted value. Basically, data type conversion, we convert one object or variable from one data type to another data type. Let me show you. Okay, so age. Here. So last age is input. Please enter age. So I have here 4 lines of codes. Age input, please enter age. Birth year input, please enter your year of birth. So mag-input tayo. 1987. Okay, so it's working. Now, I want to get the sum of these two objects, age and birth year. Pag kinuha ko yung sum, what is the expected output? What is the expected output?
2020 po.
2020 po.
2020. Okay, so before we run, let's check tayo. So age input, birth year input, sum, age plus. So ito yung formula ko. Age plus birth year. That will be your sum. Then print natin yung age, print yung birth year, print your sum. Okay? Everything good? Desk checking? Remember the steps in testing your program. We have to desk check. We have to compile the program and then debug. So first step, desk check. You read the program. Input, please enter. Tapos input tayo. Input, please enter birth year. And then yung value niya pupunta sa birth year. Then sum, another variable, age plus birth year. Then print age, print birth year, and then print. All good? Walang error? Walang wrong spelling? Walang missing quotation? Walang missing double quote?
Wala po. Wala po. Ayun.
Okay. So expected output, 2020. 18 plus 19. Ay, sorry. Sinong 18 ngayon? Hindi pala ako 18. Akala ko 18 ako. Ulit. Keke. Na. Saan na yung aking... Saan napunta yun? Stop. Run. Enter. May error. Stop. Come on. Okay, run. Saan na yung output natin? Nasaan na yung output? Okay. Kala ko naman ito. Yan. Come on, come on. Why are you not showing the output? Come on, come on. Ay. Let's try. Nasaan na ba? Programmist. Okay, enter age, 33. Year of birth, 1987. Okay. We are expecting the sum 2020. Pero walang buwan 2020. What's missing with the program? Is the program correct? Binigay niya ba yung expected output? What's wrong with the code? Anyone? Anyone?
Hindi po na-declare yung sum doon sa last na print.
Okay. So, hindi nakasama yung sum. Kasi, yes, you have the formula for sum. However, hindi mo naman siya ginamit for printing out. Hindi mo siya kinol. So, lagay natin yung sum and then run. Run it again. 33. Okay. May pinrint na siya na output. However, hindi yun expected output. Sabi nyo, if we get the age plus birth year, expected output is 2020. What happened? Let's check. Ang nangyari kasi dito is lahat ng input natin at default, these are eighteen.
Ma'am, type R po yun, ma'am. Gusto na line number 5.
Ano?
Line number 5 po, ma'am.
Oh, wrong spelling. Very good. Line 5. Run. 33. 1987. Enter. Okay. So, if you could notice, please enter age. Nag-input tayo ng 33. Yung input natin, ni-store natin sa age. Then, nag-input tayo ng 1987. Yung 1987 na-store sa birth year. Pero, nung chinek natin yung type niya, string sila. Kasi by default, lahat ng input are treated as string. Ma'am, number naman yung nilagay ko eh. Bakit string? Basta ganun siya. String pa rin siya, treated as string. Kaya nung inad natin 33 plus birth year, pinagsama lang niya yung 33 at 1987. Kaya yung naging output. So, we have to convert yung string, one data type, convert to another data type. We have to convert it to integer. Kasi gusto natin number yung i-add. So, integer ang gagamitin natin data type. Gamitin mo lang yung command na integer to convert it. So, anuman yung laman nito, magiging integer. Okay? Pareho lang siya neto. Birth year is equals to integer birth year. Okay? Ito, kinonvert niya automatic, yung in-input natin, ko-convert niya integer, tapos store niya sa variable age. Tapos, dun sa next line, yung in-input 1987, in-store niya sa birth year, tapos kinonvert natin, convert natin yung birth year, tapos lagay natin sa same variable. Pareho lang naman na convert. Ito lang is shortcut. Convert agad before natin store. Kung gusto mong ganon, it's better. Mas readable. Okay? Tsaka direct siya. Pero pareho lang na output. This is still converting. Kanina, puro string siya. Nung nag-convert tayo, naging integer na siya. Nung naging integer na siya, gumana na yung formula natin, age plus birth year. So, the output is 2020. Okay? So, that is data type conversion. Question? Question so far?
Wala po.
Goods. Okay, so basic operations, we have arithmetic, comparison or relational, assignment, logical, bitwise, membership, identity. These are the operations used in Python. Operators are constructs which can manipulate the value of the operands. So, we use operations or operators so we can make changes, manipulate the value of our variables or the operands. So let's start with arithmetic operations. Like your math operations, we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus division, exponent, floor division. So say we have A, variable A, and variable B, as 20. A is 10, B is 20. Expression is A plus B. Answer is
30.
30. A minus B,
Ten.
-10.
-10.
okay, negative 10. A multiplied by B, sorry,
200.
200. B divided by A,
2.
2. B percent A or modulus division A,
0.
0. Exponent is double multiply or double asterisk. A exponent or raised to B. Ibig sabihin, 10 raised to 20. O mahaba yan, alam ko. 10 multiply by 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 10. Hanggang 20 yon. Gets nyo na yon. Floor division, B, double divide or double slash A. Floor division A is equals to anyone?
-4.
Negative 4.
0.0.
Ano yun? 0.0?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll know. 2. Ano ba yung difference niya? Let's check. Let's check sa actual program. Ano tinatamad mag-code si Ma'am Ray. Copy-paste na naman tayo. O, diba? Sino sabi mahirap mag-coding? Ang dali na mag-coding eh. Copy-paste lang talaga yan. A is equals to 10. And then B is equals to 20. And then print. O hindi porket nagka-copy-paste tayo eh. Pinaniligay nyo yung copy-paste nyo. Kinopy-paste yung program ng classmate nyo. Okay lang mag-copy-paste basta naintindihan nyo yung program. Okay. Let's check. May error?
Wala po.
Seems wala. Ayun, no? Okay? Hindi niya tinitreat yung hyphen as minus. Ayan. Ayan. Tanggalin natin ng space para mas malinaw. Run. Sure. Okay. Okay, let's run it again. Wala nang error. Alright, so A plus B is 30. 10 plus 20 is 30. A minus B, 10 minus 20 is negative 10, correct? And then A multiply B is, or 10 multiply 20 is 200. And then B divide by A, or 20 divide by 10 is 2.0. Tapos B modulus division A, B percent A is 0. Tapos A raised to the power of B, or 10 raised to the power of 20 is mahabang 1. So, nagkakalituhan na lang tayo dun sa division, modulus division, and floor division. So, lahat yan division. Difference is, pag division, ang output niya is decimal. Kapag floor division, output niya is integer or whole number. Tapos, modulus division, output is remainder. So, example, the value of B is 21. 21 divided by 10 is expected 2.1. 21 modulus division A. 21 modulus division 10. Remainder is 21 divided by 10.
1.
Remainder is 1. And 21 floor division, or the integer lang, is 2. Run. Okay, check. See? So, 21 divided by 10, 2.1. Compare mo sa floor division, output niya integer. Kukunin lang niya yung whole number, 2. Okay? Again, division, simple division, float ang answer. Floor division, integer or whole number yung answer. For modulus division, the answer is the remainder. So, 21 divided by 10, remainder is 1. Clear? Malinaw
Yes
tayo sa
po.
math? Okay. Simple math lang yan. Next. Relational operators. These are also operation. Anong ginagawa natin sa relational operators? From the root word relational, we relate or we compare two values. So example, we have same values. A is 10, B is 20. We compare this using relational operators like less than, greater than, equal. Okay? So we have equal, or yung double equal. We have not equal. Yung exclamation is not equal. So we read this as A is A equal B, is A, this is question kasi, A not equal B, less than, A less than B, greater than, A greater than B, less than equal, is A less than or equal to B, greater than equal, is A greater than or equal to B. So this is a question we are checking if it's true or false. So A equal to B, true or false?
False po.
Okay, 10 is not equal to B. So this is false. A not equal to B, true or false?
True po.
True. A is less than B,
True po.
true. So false, true, true. A is greater than B.
False.
False. A is less than or equal to B.
True.
True. 10 is less than or equal to B. True siya dun sa less than. True sa less than, false sa hindi siya equal. Pero at least one of the criteria, true. Kaya true siya. A is greater than equal to B.
False. True.
False.
False lang siya. A is greater than B. That is false. This one. This is false. A is greater than B. False. A is equals to B. False pa rin. So false, false is false. Kanina, A is less than B. This is true. A is equals to B. This is false. Basta may true siyang isa, pag or, true na yan. Okay? So false, true, true, false, true, false. Let's check. Pum, 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 pum. Kung tama yung sagot. When you use this in a program, dinitouch. So same value, A is equals to 20. And lastly, A is greater than equal to B. Okay, so A is, A is equals to B, false daw. A is not equal to B, that's true. A is less than B, that's true. A is greater than B, false. A is less than equal to B, that's true. A is greater than or equal to B, that is false. So false, true, true, false, true. If we compare that with this, false, true, 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 false, true, false. So tama yung ating equation. So that's how we use relational operators. Okay? Pwedeng direct, pwedeng gumamit ka pa ng variable. Halimbawa, C is A not equal to B. Tapos, output mo yung C. Pwedeng ganyan. Run. Same value. Okay? Not equal. Not equal. Okay? Run. Okay? Pwedeng direct tulad nito, or pwede kang gumamit ng another variable to hold yung true or false value. Okay? Question? Okay pa tayo? Ay, pokpok. Okay pa tayo? Tab. Next. Assignment operators. Yan. So, assignment operators, we use this from the word assignment, we assign values to specific variable. Okay, so if you could notice the difference of single equal at saka yung dalawang equal, pag isang equal, we assign value. Like this expression, we assign the value A plus B, 10 plus 20, 30, we assign it to the variable C. Ngayon, if dalawang equal yan, nag-iiba na yung meaning. If dalawang equal yan, ang ginagawa na natin dito ay nagko-compare tayo. Okay? Halimbawa, ayan, okay na. C is A plus B. Okay, A plus B is C, 30. Ngayon, example, ang ginawa natin, we have a value for C. Example, C is equals to 13. Same lang din. Ma-overwrite niya yung initial value niya is 13, ma-overwrite niya yung value A plus B, yun yung new value ng C. So, yung output niya is 30. Pero kung naging, dahil assignment to, isang equal lang yung ginamit, assign yon, assignment operation. Pero kung dinalawang equal natin yan, that will be a different story. Example, lagay natin siya dito. Yan. So, ang gagawin niya, i-compare niya. A plus B is 30. 13, the value of C. 13 equal 30. True or false?
False po.
False. Kaya false yung output. Kasi, we compare using double equal. Okay? So, again, single equal is assignment. Double equal is comparison. Mag-error to. Okay? So, hindi niya pwede. Hindi kayo pwede maglagay ng equation sa loob. Dapat nasa labas siya. Alright? So, yung difference ng single equal at saka yung double equal. So, in assignment operations, we have equal as assignment operator. We have add and, subtract and, multiply and, divide and, modulus and, exponent and. Ang itsura niyan, plus equal, minus equal, multiply equal, slash or divide equal, percent equal, power or asterisk asterisk equal. Okay? So, ganyan yung expression. Para mas makita niyo this one. Same values, C plus A. Ayun pala yung kanina. Sorry. Print C. Tapos, let's try natin muna yan. Okay. So, C is equals to A plus B. So, we are assigning yung value. Output is 30. That's the value of C. The next one. C plus equals A. This one. Ano magiging output niyan? C plus A daw. What is the output? C plus equals A. What is the value of C now?
30 po.
30 po.
Why? Ang value of A is 10. 30 ba? Kanina ang value ng C is 30. And then ang value ng A is 10. So,
40 po.
40 po.
Alright. So, 40. Okay? So, basically, yung add and, this is a shorthand or shortcut ng ganyan. Yan din yun. So, see, notice 40. Ito yung long cut or long version, 40 din yung output. So, C, value niya is 30 kanina, plus A, value ng A is 10. 30 plus 10 is 40. Kaya output niya is 40. This is the long version or yung longhand version. Pag shinortcut natin, dahil C plus another operand is equals to C, i-assign lang din natin sa sarili niya or sa C. So, shortcut na natin yan. Okay, lipat nyo lang yung plus before the equals and then tanggalin nyo yung isang C. That is the shorthand method. Same output. Okay, try natin yung subtract. Okay. So, ano na yung answer natin dyan? C,
20 po.
20 po.
30 ma'am, negative. Inedited 30.
20 po.
so we have 30, 40. Sabi nyo, 20, may 30, merong negative. The answer is 30. Why? So, kanina, nung nag-A plus B, ang value ng C dito, comment natin. Ang value ng C dito is 30. Kasi 10 plus 20. Okay? Ito yung value ng C, 30 siya. Nung ginamit na naman natin siya dito, ang value of C is naging 40 kasi value of C is 30 plus value of A which is 10. Kaya naging 40. Pagdating dito sa line 6, 30 yung naging output. Bakit? Ano ba yung value kaninang ng C?
40 na po yung C.
40 yung C. Tapos, ano yung operation?
40 minus 10.
Minus 10. So, value of A is 10. So, 40 minus 10 is 30. Kaya, ang output niya is 10. Okay? Nasusundan?
Yes ma'am.
Try
Yes,
natin.
ma'am.
So, that is add and, subtract and. We have also multiply and. Let's put it here. Okay. So, what is the output now?
300 po.
po.
Let's check. Okay, very good. So the value of C here is 300. This is 30 multiply 10. So ito yung shorthand niya. Okay? Pareho lang yan ng long cut equal C multiply A. Run 300. Okay? This is the short, long version. Ang short version, lipat mo lang yung operator before the equals and you delete the repeating operand. Okay? Same output, shorthand or compressed version. Next, divide. What is the output of C here?
30 po.
Let's run. Okay. So it's 3.0 because, again, division, output niya is always float or decimal. Try niyo yung long version, C divide A. Okay? Same output ba? 30.0. Same output. That's the long version, short version, this one. Okay, next. Modulus division, X What is the expected output now? What is the expected output?
0 po.
0. Let's check. Okay. All right. And then lastly, power. 0 raised to what? Raised to 10. Output is
0 pa rin po.
0. Okay, 0, 0. Okay. So makikita ang long version nito is C raised to A. So ang equivalent niya ay 0 value of C raised to 10. Ganyan yan. Okay? So example, lagyan natin ng value. C is 2 and then A is 3. Run natin. So that is 2 raised to 3. So ang naging output niya ay 8. You can see here, 8. So paano? 2 times 2 times 2. That is 8. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. Okay? Pero kung magkabaliktad ng position niyan, AC, ang output niyan ay, what is the output? 3 raised to 2.
9 po.
9. Okay? So, depende yan sa position. Pero dahil ang position niya originally is ganyan, magkatabi yung C, pwede natin i-shorthand yan. So, i-move nyo lang yung asterisk asterisk and then you delete the one operand C. So, ang output niyan ay 8. Alright? Following?
Following.
Okay. Very good. Next. We have basic operators, logical operators. Logical operators, we have and, or, and not. So, logical and, we compare two values. Pag we use logical operators to compare true or false, or 1 or 0. Okay? So, and, halimbawa, A is true, B is false, A and B, or true and B, that is false. Logical or, A is true, B is false, true or false, that is true. Logical not, pag not, babalik rin nyo lang siya or i-reverse nyo lang siya. So, A and B is false, so not false, that is true. Okay? So, A and B, true and false, malito is false, dapat to false. True or false, that is true. Not A and B is false. Let's check. Patunayan kung mali yung PowerPoint. Okay. So we have A for true and then B for false. Ay, sorry. Run. A and B is false. True and false is false. A or B is true or false is true and not A and B. Kung A and B ay false, so not false is true. So mali yung PowerPoint ni ma'am. Okay, sabi niya ang output ay false, true, true. So dapat this is false, true, true. Okay? So paano mo nalaman kung ano yung output? We have truth table kasi na sinusundan. So, sa truth table, ang values lang natin so meron tayong true and true. Tapos meron tayong pag yung unang operand is true, yung pangalawang operand is true din. Taas. Tapos yung unang operand is true, yung pangalawang operand is false. What if yung unang operand is false? Ito lang yung combination niyan. Tapos pangalawang operand is false. Or isang operand is false at yung pangalawa is true. Insert. Paano maging split? Insert. Para mas madali lang. Bawa N. Or. Okay? So, yan lang naman yan. Ito yung combination ng operands nyo. So, true and true. What is your output?
True.
True. Parehong true. So, ang option mo lang ay true. Yun lang yung choice mo. Eh, di true yan. Operand 1. So, the answer here is true. True and false.
False.
True and true is equals to true. True and false is equals to
False.
okay. False and false.
True.
False and false. Pareho silang false.
True.
Pareho silang false. Pareho silang false. So, ang option mo lang ay false pa din. False and false is false. Doesn't make it true. E paano kung false and true?
False.
False. Okay? What if or naman? Papakita ko sa inyo yung technique ng truth table. C, B, C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Okay, or. True or true is?
True.
True.
Very good. True or false is?
True.
Oh.
True, true.
False.
True.
False.
False. False.
True pa din yan.
True.
False or false?
False.
False.
And true or false?
False.
False.
That is
True.
okay. Para hindi kayo malito, ito yung technique. True and true, true and false, and. Dahil and may A siya, pag may false na siya, kasi yung false may A din, basta may false siya dun sa equation, false na yung output. Okay? Pag or, dahil may R yung or, yung true may R, kapag may true na sa equation, true na yung output. True or true is true. True or false is true. False or true is true. False or false, wala namang R dyan, false pa rin yun. Gets?
Gets.
Yan. Yan yung masaya. Okay, so logical. O, gusto nyo, test pa natin eh. Nasaan yung truth table? Pwede ko bang i-transfer ko? Control C. Tapos, Alt. Nope, ayaw. Alt. Here. Ayaw niya. Ayaw mo makopya. Ayaw talaga. Check na lang natin isa-isa. So, A and B. Okay. A and B, true or false? True and true and false. C or B. True and true. False and false. False. And true and true is true. True and false is false. False and true is true. False. False and false is false. So output dito is true, false, false, false. Kasi meron lahat silang false. Pagka and, basta may false, false na yon. True, false, 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 false. Okay? Pag or naman, basta may true, true na yon. So, true or true is true. True or false is true. False or true is true. False or false is false. So, output dito is true, false, false, false. True, 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 false. Okay? Maliwanag po yung logical operators and true. So pag not,
Yes, ma'am.
i-convert lang niya, babalik na rin lang niya yung value. Kapag not true, of course, not true is false. Pag not false, that is true. Okay? And then we also have bitwise, binary AND, binary OR, binary XOR, complement, left shift, right shift, membership, in, not in. Membership, check lang niya if andun siya, in, not in pag wala siya doon. Identity is not, if it is a number, is it a string, is it not a string, is it not a number. So identity. We will discuss more of this next meeting. And also, we also have operator precedence or pagkakasunod-sunod of values. Okay? It's almost time. We'll cut the discussion here. So we have discussed operators like logical, assignment, relational, arithmetic, data type conversion, variables, data type, syntax, multiple statements, input, comment, and quotation, mga single quotes, multi-line, reserved words, camel case, snake case. Okay? So that's all for today. Do you have any question?